Hi Aries, welcome to WillowOAK. Today we are going to do a reading that's about the positive side of things. You know, what could possibly be coming into your world that's positive. And I have found out I love doing these kind of readings. I do. They're awesome. But now, this is a general reading, so please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. You might check your other placements for a more complete picture, or if this reading doesn't resonate with you, okay? Let's see what the first card is. I love this. The cat spirit. Claim your independence. So there could potentially be something going on in your world where you feel like this is in question. It could be anything. Say your working environment, potentially. You don't feel like you have enough independence in that area. Or maybe romantically. So that is something that should be worked on. Yep, claiming your independence. And boy oh boy, are cats independent. Okay. Let's see what we have next. Anxiety. Okay. I can see how these two could work together. Being anxious because you don't feel like you have the independence that you need in your life. And that is definitely a challenging emotion, that anxiety. But remember, this reading is about the positive coming in. So, I'm sure it will happen. Let's see what we have here. Observer. Okay. To me, this is advice, potentially, for this. Stand back and look at the situation as if you were an observer. Try to remove your emotions from it and take a look at it. Because when you do that, remove the emotions from it, you can see much clearer. And that's not to say leave your emotions out forever. It's just saying stop, take a moment, look at what's going on as if you were an observer so you can see clearly. And then, of course, put your emotions back in. But when you see clearly, you will know much better on how you need to go forward. Okay. Let's see what the tarot would like to share. And going forward, taking a little bit of time as an observer might only take just a few minutes. Might take a little while. But when you remove yourself emotionally and look at something as if you're an observer, things really do take on a different perspective. Okay? Which will help this. Okay, there is something here that you really desire, that you really want to do. You want to go forward with it. The Page of Wands is full of ambition, passion, excitement, enthusiasm, right? You can tell by this image that she wants to do this thing, not gender specific, by the way, I'm just going by the imagery, that she wants to do this thing so bad, it is very hard to hold herself back. And I can see how this could be connected right here, right? It could bring anxiety, feeling dependent on something because you're having to stay and not go forward. That's one interpretation. Another is that by being an observer, seeing what's going on, you're going to know how to take action and be able to go forward with what it is you really want. Okay. Well, that flips right out. Okay, I'm sure what this is saying, take care of the anxiety by bringing in the balance. Give and take energy. Have balance, and the anxiety will calm. Okay, let's get another card. Okay, now interestingly enough, look at this. On either end, bookending the center, you have pages. Pages are youthful energies. It has nothing to do with your age, by the way, but they are youthful energies. They're learning. Here, it's learning how to think clearly, see clearly, educate yourself, gain the knowledge that you need to go forward. And if you look at her, it's not a tightrope, of course, but, it might be a very tiny piece of wood. She is balancing her way across that. So you have balance here, and to me, you have balance here. At the bottom of the deck, absolutely beautiful. You have the Four of Wands, which is a celebration, more of a formal kind of celebration, but happy times. It could be weddings, graduation, it could be anything. And one of the things about this, it's possible that, here you are celebrating. Go in through here and there's like a little portal to this new beginning, right? And so what this is kind of saying to me is, yeah, there's something going on that's making you kind of anxious because you feel potentially tied to something, right? And you want your independence, and it's causing you anxiety. And this is like the piece of advice on what to do. Here, you want to go forward so bad. Yeah, you can almost taste it. Here, you want to learn, and you are learning. Here, you will be going forward. You're learning, the light bulbs are going off, you're figuring this all out. And you know that in order to go forward the way you want, you must bring in the balance. And you will be. Because here, you are celebrating, right? So, you're victorious in what you're doing. Let's get a few clarifying cards. Okay, let's get one for anxiety. Okay. What this is saying is this anxiety that you're feeling is self-imposed. Okay? It could be coming from outside sources, but your interpretation of it is what is making you feel kind of caged in, very anxious, right? So maybe that's why the Observer card is here. Remove yourself emotionally. That will remove the anxiety, so you'll be able to see much clearer. Let's get a card for the cat spirit, claim independence. But yeah, it looks like definitely, we all know that anxiety comes from our emotions, our feelings, whatever it's caused by. So this is just kind of confirming that. Claim your independence. By claiming your independence, you will be making yourself very content with your abundance. You'll be closing out of a cycle successfully and starting something new. A life where you have your independence and you have or will have taken care of this anxiety when you feel kind of caged. And yeah, these two go together so well. Okay, let's get a card for the Page of Wands. And what's interesting is I've done, I don't know, say 7 of these readings for the positive side of things, right? And so far, either all or almost all of them have started with an issue that gets resolved. And not all tarot readings are like that. I'm finding that kind of interesting. Okay, here on the Page of Wands, it's clarified by the Six of Swords. This is where you are now going forward to your happiness, to where you belong, where you feel the love, what feels right to you. So you are going forward with this. And it's saying also that you have many choices and you need to choose what is right for you. But it's saying here to me that you definitely are, because you are going forward with it. So you're making the choices that are right for you and going for it. And you're very enthusiastic about it. You know it's right for you. You're going to bring in a lot of happiness. Okay, now let's get a card for the Six of Pentacles. Another beautiful card. It's one of the best cards in the deck as far as I'm concerned. This is the Ten of Pentacles. And what this is saying is that you and everybody you love are going to feel extremely abundant. This is a card of leaving a legacy, right? And it's both. Both of these cards are pentacles. Bringing in the balance and bringing in this wealth of abundance. So you are going to be getting out of this caged, anxious energy, bringing in your independence. And I do think this is key here. Take a moment, look at it as if you're an observer, so you will know how to handle this. Going forward to where you love, where you feel right, where you want to be. It's going to bring in the balance and abundance for you and everybody you love. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, now the Page of Swords. Whoa, that one wanted to come out. Well, look what we have again. We have the Six of Pentacles twice. So that is the universe's way of saying, I meant what I said, right? Balance, balance, give and take. And at the bottom of the deck, for me, this is also balance. The Queen of Pentacles brings in the abundance. Beautiful career, right? Lots of abundance. And she has a beautiful home life that is filled with love. And she finds a way to balance the two wonderfully. So for me, this is balance. Here you have balance. Here you have balance. So the universe is really trying to tell you, bring in the balance and you'll bring in your answers. Okay? Look at this as an observer, not all wrapped up emotionally in it. Remove the emotions so you can see the reality of what's going on, and so you'll know how to go forward. And by doing that, you'll close out of the cycle and you're going to be very happy with your abundance. You and everybody you love are going to be very happy with your abundance. And you're going to make the decision to go forward to where it is, where you find your happiness and love and joy, right? And celebrate. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, let's close this out with an angel card, see what they would like to share. Yeah, this is challenging right here, right? But there's your answer and the outcome, which is a beautiful outcome. Alrighty. What do we have here? No. And I'm sure this is talking about this. Yeah. Do not let this anxiety get you. Do not let yourself get wrapped up in a bunch of negative emotions. Because you have a lot of wonderful things waiting for you. And as long as you're wrapped up in this, it's going to be extremely challenging to go forward into this. At the bottom of the deck, we also have another no. Never happened before. First time for everything. So, universe's way of saying no. And I totally feel it's right here. Not so much the claiming your independence, but do not allow yourself to get wrapped up in all these challenging emotions that it's coming from you, right? I'm not saying there's not an external reason for it, but I am saying it's how you deal with it. Try to take the time as an observer instead of letting yourself be drugged down by these challenging emotions that make you feel caged. And the result is going to be fabulous. I have just got to look. Compromise. Yeah. See the scales? That's part of what I'm seeing here. The balance. Bring in the balance. Don't do this, do this. Compromise, bring in the balance. So it's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to move these so you can see these. Okay. Going towards your happiness, where you feel you really want to be. Many pentacles are coming your way for you and everybody you love independently, and everybody you love, right? Wonderful. And much balance. Bring in the balance to bring in your happiness and celebrate. Thank you. I really hope this helps. Have a wonderful time. Much love. Bye.